Hello everyone! The history of Tether began in July 2014 in Santa Monica, USA, when Brock Pierce, Reeve Collins, and Craig Sellers founded the startup Realcoin. Their goal was to create a cryptocurrency pegged to fiat currencies, ensuring price stability. By October 2014, the first tokens were issued on the Bitcoin blockchain using the OmniLayer protocol. In November 2014, the project was rebranded as Tether and launched a beta version supporting 3 stablecoins: US Tether pegged to the US dollar, Euro Tether pegged to the euro, Yen Tether pegged to the Japanese yen. In January 2015, the cryptocurrency exchange Bitfinex integrated Tether into its platform, significantly increasing its adoption in crypto trading. However, later, it was revealed that Bitfinex and Tether were owned and operated by the same individuals, despite their earlier claims of independence. In 2017, Tether encountered serious banking issues when Taiwanese banks ceased cooperation with the company. This led to temporary restrictions on international transactions. In response, Tether filed a lawsuit against Wells Fargo, which was soon withdrawn. In September 2017, Tether published a memorandum from an accounting firm claiming that all issued tokens were fully backed by US dollars. However, independent experts pointed out that the report did not conclusively verify these claims. That same year, Tether partnered with the auditing firm Friedman LLP to conduct a financial audit. In January 2018, Tether terminated its cooperation with Friedman LLP, citing the lengthy and complex audit process that prevented timely completion. By 2018, the number of US tokens in circulation had grown significantly, raising questions about whether the company had sufficient reserves to back them. This lack of transparency led to a drop in Tether's price to $0.88 in October 2018. In June 2018, Tether released a report from the law firm Free, Sporkin & Sullivan LLP, stating that US tokens were fully backed. However, the firm noted that this was not a formal audit based on generally accepted accounting standards. In 2019, the New York Attorney General Nyag Letitia James sued Bitfinex, accusing it of using Tether's reserves to cover an $850 million loss. The missing funds had been transferred to Crypto Capital Corp., a payment processor that failed to return them. Some compared the scandal to later FC's collapse, but in Tether's case, the company managed to continue operations despite the controversy. In September 2020, a user accidentally sent $1 million in US to a smart contract address on Swerve Finance, which was not designed to accept deposits. Tether's CTO Paulo Ardoino stated that if the tokens were ERC-20 standard, they could be recovered. In 2021, Bitfinex and Tether agreed to pay an $18.5 million fine as part of a settlement with New York authorities. Additionally, the U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission (CFTC) fined Tether $41 million for false claims regarding its reserves. Tether later admitted that its reserves included not only cash but also other assets. By July 2022, Tether began publishing quarterly reports in collaboration with auditing firm Doe to verify its reserves. As of June 30, 2022, 56% of Tether's reserves consisted of securities, including U.S. Treasury bills. In September 2022, the SEC fined Friedman LLP $1.5 million for violating federal securities laws and improper audit practices from 2017 to 2020. While Tether was not directly named, Friedman LLP had worked with Tether from May 2017 to January 2018. In 2023, the U.S. Department of Justice launched an investigation into Tether, suspecting fraudulent activities. However, despite the scrutiny, Tether continued to emphasize its financial stability and transparency. In November 2023, Tether and Ox froze $225 million linked to an international human trafficking network in cooperation with the U.S. Secret Service. This was the largest ever freeze of US assets. In April 2024, Tether completed a SOC 2 Type I audit, evaluating its cybersecurity risk management procedures. In November 2024, Tether partnered with Cantor Fitzgerald, a major financial firm, to manage its reserves, demonstrating efforts to enhance transparency. In 2025, Tether announced plans to move its headquarters to El Salvador, likely seeking a more favorable regulatory environment. In March 2025, Tether appointed Simon McWilliams as CFO, signaling a commitment to conducting a full financial audit. Main product UST. UST is a stablecoin pegged to the US dollar. Initially issued on Bitcoin's OmniLayer, it is now available on Ethereum, Tron, and multiple other blockchains. UST is widely used on cryptocurrency exchanges for trading. In countries with unstable currencies like Argentina, Turkey, and Venezuela, it ranks third in market capitalization after Bitcoin and Ethereum, other Tether products. Besides USDT, Tether issues EURT pegged to the euro, ZOT gold-backed, MXNT pegged to the Mexican peso, CNHT pegged to the Chinese yuan. Advantages of UST: 1. Stability pegging to the US dollar reduces volatility. 2. Broad adoption used for trading and value storage. 3. Accessibility supported on multiple blockchains. Criticism and risks. 1. Lack of transparency. Tether has been criticized for not disclosing full reserve details. 2. Regulatory risks. Investigations and fines raise concerns about the project's reliability. 3. Use in illicit activities. UST has been implicated in cases related to terrorism financing and sanction evasion. USDT vs. traditional banks. Both Tether and banks do not hold 100% reserves, but the key difference is regulation. Tether claims its reserves include cash, bonds, and other assets, but a full independent audit has never been completed. Banks operate under regulated fractional reserve banking and provide insured deposits. Conclusion: Tether has faced numerous challenges but remains the largest stablecoin issuer. Its transparency and trustworthiness are still debated, yet the company cooperates with governments and publishes reserve reports. With USDT's market capitalization growing yearly, is it a reliable financial tool or a potential financial bubble? The choice is yours.